Shut up and sit down.
Oh, hello and welcome to another North Wales side-by-side video. Yeah, I'm in the GR Sport again, and I'm actually going to see a customer at the moment. A customer who I actually went to see this morning. He's a friend of mine who I went to school with, and he's got some very, very nice cars. I'm not allowed to film in his warehouse, he won't let me, because he doesn't want anybody knowing where he is because of all the exotic cars he keeps. He's got some very, very nice cars. He's got an absolutely mint 1972 Rolls Royce Shadow. It is beautiful. So I think it's a Mulliner. I think it's a two-door, like a drop head coupe, custom body. It's absolutely gorgeous. He's got a Bentley GT Continental. But the car he asked me to go up and have a look at today is his Porsche GT3 911, and it's in that gorgeous lime green. It's an absolutely beautiful car, and it's his track car. It's road legal, but he uses it for track days, but he does not use it through the winter. It's never been out on a wet road. It's never seen salt in its life. It's as clean underneath as it is on the top and inside. It is absolutely a stunning car. And because it's been parked up for the best part of 7 months, and I look after this car for him, he asked me today, would I come and reanimate the car? Would I get it out of the warehouse, start it up, warm it up, give it a clean, and then go through the car, do all the fluids, change the brake fluid, change the engine oil, do the filter, and just give it a good once over before he puts it back on the road, so he can drive it to track days or do whatever he likes in it over the summer. So he gave me the keys, so I've got the key fob, walk over to the car, key fob's flat. I thought, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll just use the emergency key, get into the car. And as per usual, you put an emergency key in, you crack the door, you open the door, the alarm goes off. If you go back to one of my videos, you'll see that happens on Toyotas as well. So I put the key fob next to the start button, car immediately fired into life. I did check all the fluids before starting the car, but car starts, so I just give it a minute or two just to warm up, just to get all the oils and everything moving in the engine. And I started driving it out of the warehouse. I never even got to the door and the car shut off. Handbrake went on automatically and the door's locked. It locked me in. So I put the window down. I'm not climbing out of this car, I don't want to damage it. Shout to my mate, he can't hear me, he's wandered off somewhere. So I rang him, and he was only in the yard, but he was right at the far end of his yard. So he come back, I told him what I'd done, and he went, oh bugger, I took the battery out the key fob, he says, because I leave the cars here, I leave the keys here in the safe, and he says, the next thing that will happen, he says, I've got a tracker on the car, and the moment they get an alert off the car, they'll ring me. Within 5 minutes, they're on the phone telling him there's a possibility his car has been stolen. They'd seen the alarm go off. They shut the car down. They locked me in the car. And all this was done via the cellular network. So my mate tells them, look, it's okay. The key fob was flat. We used the emergency key to get in the car. Can you reanimate the car so we can turn it back on? So they talked my friend through, there's a sequence you've got to go through in this particular car with this particular tracker company with their system that's fitted to this car. To prove you're in the car, you've got to push certain buttons in the car to prove you're in the car, and to prove you've got the key fob and you are in the car. So we did all that, and they turned the car back on. And I thought that was a really, really neat feature. I thought that was absolutely brilliant, the fact that they can turn the car off. I thought that was amazing. So we were talking to the guy on the phone from the tracking company, and we said to him, what would happen if somebody had got the car, got it going, got it out of the unit, and we're now driving it down the motorway? They said that they wouldn't turn it off on the motorway. What they do is they'd continually track the car, but they will alert the police, and at the first possible safe moment, say when the car turned onto a suburban street or onto an industrial estate, they would then do the process they did to me. Turn the car off, put the handbrake on so you couldn't move it, and lock whoever's in the car in the car. If it was a thief, they'd have gone through the window and legged it and just left the car. He says at that moment we would have informed the police where the car is, and they could have initiated a recovery of the car. But we'd have also rang the owner so he could get to the car, so he could be there when the police got there if it hadn't gone too far, and arrange collection of the car. I thought, yeah, that's really clever. And it got me thinking, we've got in our Toyota Yaris's, well in mine anyhow, I've got Wi-Fi connectivity in the car. It's also got cellular data in the car through the telecomatics. So somewhere in the car, to make all these systems work, there must be a SIM card. There's got to be a SIM card in your car somewhere, because otherwise on your My Toyota app you can do certain things. If you've got, say, like an XL Yaris or an XL Yaris Cross, you can turn the air conditioning on, turn the heated seats on, turn the heated steering wheel on from the My Toyota app. For that to work, you need a 4G connection to the car, a cellular Wi-Fi connection. Would Toyota be able to do what this tracking company do? Would they be able to track the car through the data connection on the car and turn it off if it ever got stolen. I have a funny suspicion, because we share data with Toyota through our My Toyota app, because I don't know if you've ever got to the point in the year where you're getting close to your service and your dealership actually rings you and they know what the mileage is on your car. Because when you sign up for My Toyota and click all the I agree buttons, you're agreeing to share data with Toyota. So they must have access to your data and to your car. Because I know on a couple of occasions when I've been in the dealership and the car's having a service and I've waited for it, I've spotted the car come out from service so they can take it round to the valeting bay. And I've gone onto the My Toyota app, gone on to find my car, because you've now connected to the car in real time on the map on Find My Car. You can watch the car moving around the dealer's car park. So if I can do that via my phone, Toyota should be able to do that on their system. When you ring them up to say, my car's been stolen, it was just something that came to me after that instance this morning, knowing how complicated cars are these days and how much control we've got over them just through a mobile phone app. I'm going to have to go and ask my service manager, Neil, in Premier Toyota in Llandudno Junction, is that a possibility? Because it would be nice to know, as a peace of mind thing, that the car is trackable and Toyota can actually access it and turn it off. But if Toyota can do it, and Neil says yes, that's a possibility, that then opens up a can of worms. I'm not going to say go out and rob a bank and use your car as a getaway car, but imagine you and your mates had decided that you were going to go and rob Barclays Bank, and you're sat in the car because you're the getaway driver, and your mates are in the bank with angle grinders, and they're cutting their way into the safe to get the millions and millions of pounds that aren't in the bank anymore, because banks have no money in them anymore, because money's now digital, and your mates have got whatever pennies they can find in the bank, they've all piled into the car and off you go. But in the meantime the police turn up because the alarm's gone off in the bank, but somebody's seen your car parked outside, give the police your registration number and the make, model, colour. Can the police now ring Toyota and say, look, we believe this car's been involved in a robbery, can you get access to the car, can you let us know where it is so we can safely stop it, and when we're close to the car, can we tell you when to turn it off? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think that could happen, but next time I'm down in my dealership, I'm going to go and ask the question. I think it's worth asking, because I think it's a peace of mind thing, knowing that you can get your car disabled if it ever gets pinched. I think it would be nice to know and let people know it's a possibility. I thought I'd do this this format of video again because I got some really nice comments about the Corsa E video I did, where people were saying they really enjoyed me being in the car just driving the GR Yaris whilst watching me drive around in the car. They thought it was a really nice format, so that's the reason why I'm doing it again tonight. Just reading the comments, it seemed to be something people liked, so I thought, why not? And just throw that idea out at you and what your thoughts are on it. I'm going to find the answer to the question, don't worry about that, and I'll let you all know in another video. So, thanks for listening to me just mention this topic and the little experience I had with the Porsche 911. Because if that hadn't have happened, I wouldn't have thought about it. It's just been buzzing around in my head all night. Well, I'm going to do the last bit of the video again where I was signing off. I was just saying about using this format of video where I'm in the car with the camera filming where I'm driving. I got a lot of really nice comments saying they really enjoyed that format of video where I'm out driving the GR Yaris and just in the background talking. So I thought I'd give it another go because it got some very good responses, that format of video did. So if you like the format, like a lot of people did and they said in the comments, let me know. And if you've got any thoughts on what I've just spoken about earlier in the video, and like I said, I'm going to go and ask my service manager Neil if it's something he's been asked about and is it something Toyota can do. Gain access to the car, turn it off if it ever got pinched, because I know we can track our cars through the My Toyota app. So once again, thanks for watching the video. I'm enjoying making the videos for you. I enjoy reading all your comments. I enjoy seeing ideas that some people have put through for making another video, something I maybe have not thought about or missed. And I'll always do my best to do my research on whatever you've asked me, then go out and make the video so you don't have to, so it's always there as reference. Once again, if you like the video, please click like. Please consider subscribing to the channel to get all the latest videos and updates. That costs you absolutely nothing. And thank you very, very much for taking the time to watch the video. And I hope you enjoy. Good night.